just on our way up to Rob's gym for the final session of prep for World Championships, which is absolutely crazy. Thinking back, like, I never ever thought I'd be in this position I am right now, going into my second World Championships, from literally just starting HYROX to deal with the grief of my mum. And at the start, HYROX for me was just to kind of mask the pain that I was going through mentally of grieving my mum, which has now evolved into something so much more, to be proving to myself that I absolutely can do what I never ever thought I could, which is become an actual competitive athlete. And in the next few years, that's exactly what I'm becoming, and I have become. And instead of using pain now, I use fun. And I never ever thought I would be in a position I am today of using fitness, running specifically, as fun, and enjoying pushing myself in pain caves, basically, to level up and just see what I can actually do with my body and show what I can do with my body. I feel like I've built so much trust within myself over the last few months of my own capabilities. This is just like the cherry on top of the cake, just to celebrate all the hard work that's been done. And like, nothing more is going to change between now and next week, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to go up to Rob's gym today, because he's not now going to Worlds, so I wanted him to kind of see what we've worked on, because he's been and believed in me when I never ever thought I could do. And that's what I want to do, but what I do with our girls at High Life too. But like, someone pouring the pride, the time, the energy into me is so special, because I give it to everybody else. It was something I needed for me, and I think that is why I've been able to achieve the things that I have done, get comfortable and build trust in myself that I can do the things that I never thought I could, like comfortably. For example, the other day, holding just a 4:40 pace. Like, this time last year, I was not in that position now. I'd just come back from running and I was literally doing run walks, and I never ever thought I could be in this position. So the fact that we're here now today is just shining, glimmering factor that if you want to do something, you can do it, and you can put your mind to it and achieve whatever you want to. Oh yeah, I can come and watch me die in my final session.
Anyone that's on cleans and sled pull are now going on to push press and wall balls. Anyone's on wall balls now going on to goblet squats and sled push. Sled push is now going on to sled pull. Does everyone know what we're doing? Leah, I'm going to put you with Alan.
Clean up side. Oh, side, each side.
What?
Yeah.
Try not to let your back, yeah. Keep your back, don't let your feet catch you up. See? Straight back, that's it. That's it. No.
How was that?
Sweater.
What's your role in Leah's training?
So I'm Leah's coach. She come to us, she wanted to work, she wanted to get her farmers carry faster, burpees faster, and sled pull. And we had three, they were the three like main.
And running.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Which we've nailed, by the way. The running's that's improved more than anything. But with her bar the burpees, it was more like grip focused work. She's had like a bit of issues with her hamstring, which was having an effect on like hinge work and stuff like that, but we've managed to adapt around that, and everything that we've put in place to try and tackle those issues, everything's coming together like perfectly, really. The running, that was just a case of getting her to trust herself. Like she could run this fast, but we had to just show it to her that she could do it, and then when she could see it, then she'd believe in herself more, and then that just carried on, and that just snowballed over and over again. Like I suppose when you get someone to run for an amount of time instead of distance, it kind of gives the athlete, the confidence to see that can actually be done. It's when you start giving them distances and then they start panicking, thinking, oh, I've not done that fast. But if it's time, then you just got used to running at that tempo and heart rate.
Tell me, what was the preparation and the progression like? What details you had to be careful, I guess, with when it comes to her programming and stuff like that?
So we had to be super careful with anything hinge focus work. I put her in touch with one of the physios that I work closely with, so we were able to talk to and from, knowing what was an issue, what wasn't an issue. Like I could talk with John and he could let me know the issue and how bad it was that week, for example, because it was a reoccurring injury that we had to just work around.
So I assume you had to incorporate a bit more non-impact stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. So like she's got a bike at the part where she's at, so we'll just keep the rotations high, damper low, keeping the legs moving, but just keeping it used to that in the routine of doing those movements, really.
Obviously there's a lot of like work that's been put into her programming at the minute, and you had to avoid issues and stuff like that. So based on how her programming is going and how her training is going, what are you expecting performance wise,
time wise?
In the next, it's next week. From the time that we're recording this, it's next week. So like,
if you bring it on the day and there's no injuries, from the new turf, I can see. I reckon you're going to surprise yourself. I think it's going to be 115.
We've just been up to Rob's gym for the last hard session before World Championships, which it's wild. Like I can't believe it's been how many months since December? 7 months.
Yep.
Which is mad. But yeah, it's been a wild ride of injury, mentality, the whole lot, and I feel like this last 8 to 12 weeks I've been the most dedicated I possibly could be to my training, to my nutrition, to mentality, like absolutely everything, and I felt this massive shift and level up to become that athlete that I never ever thought I could be. And yeah, here we are. Last one done and dusted.